Crank that sound or grab your earbuds. It's time for Artist Direct on FM 100.5, your inside scoop on the music scene. Brought to you by Singing Hammers Construction.
To pay. You forgot and I forgave. Shame on me for being brave. Fool me once, we'll be okay. Fool me twice, there'll be hell to pay. You forgot and I forgave. Shame on me for being brave. Fool me once, we'll be okay. Fool me twice, there'll be hell to pay. Yeah, he's got more fans than me, but he's also got more enemies.
It's Artist Direct here on FM 100.5 with NAOMI, and the song is Hell to Pay. I've got NAOMI on the phone today. Hey, NAOMI, how you doing?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Good. I was watching your, I was stalking your videos. It's
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, it's appropriate if you post them, I figure, right?
That's right.
So I was stalking the videos, and while I was doing so, I saw on one of your videos that you said you were going to be sitting in the parking lot at the dentist's office while you were doing this interview. So we have to give people a sense of time and place. Where are you right now?
Currently, I'm in Manchester.
Oh, in
I
Manchester.
have a dentist appointment shortly after this, so I decided to just park it. So I made sure I had good reception.
You're so good.
Yeah, so have a few things to get done this morning afterwards, and the dentist is not my favorite thing, but here we are.
The dentist is not a lot of people's favorite thing. That's not that unusual. So, Naomi, we're going to talk about the song, but first, where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Elkader, Iowa. That's where I did most of my growing up, and I lived for a few years in like the Cedar Rapids, Marion area, and just moved back to Elkader about a year and a half ago.
No kidding. Oh, Elkader's great. Of course, everybody talks about Shara's, but even just the whole beautiful downtown, it's such a cool place.
It is. It's got a really cool vibe to it, and it's quiet but quirky and creative. I love it.
Well, so let's talk about quirky and creative, even if quiet doesn't necessarily fit you. That song, Hell to Pay, let's talk about it. So when did you write it, and who is it about?
Oh, boy. I could get in trouble.
I feel like Oprah right now. This is so exciting.
I love it. I wrote it, let's see. I wrote it maybe a year or more ago. It was kind of a lot of my songs come from good relationships gone bad, and it's kind of my therapy. It's cheap therapy to write songs about it. I kind of was feeling less than and left out with this particular relationship, and I just needed something to make me feel that I still was a good musician and a good friend and a good, person. And so this was kind of my little, hey, Naomi, you're okay. Keep going.
Oh, you were giving yourself a pat on the back. I think that's pretty great. You know, that's actually one of the things I love about that song, and one of the things that in this short period of time that I have been keeping up with you online that I actually like about you. It's this, I think you have, this is always embarrassing to have people say like about you, but as I'm judging you over here, my sense was that you have this very, sort of quirky demeanor, and you're smart and you're funny and you're strong, but that doesn't mean that there aren't like moments where you feel maybe a little less strong. And I think they come out in some of those songs where you're able to sort of pick yourself up. In some ways, I think it's this very honest version of what it means to be a strong woman these days, right? It doesn't mean that you're always strong.
Yeah.
It means that sometimes there's things that go wrong, and how do you process those? And it seems like music is the way you process those things.
It is, yeah. First of all, that was all very nice.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I feel like girls and guys too, like we have this facade that we display to the world, and it gets exhausting trying to live up to the expectations of what your friends or society or your family think you should behave like or act like or feel like, and I just don't have the capacity to keep up with it, and so I get a lot of it out over playing shows and writing music, and it's kind of like I don't know if I would call it a healthy balance of like absolutely loving everything about what I'm doing, and then also like a whole heck of a lot of self-doubt. And I don't think anybody would disagree with that in their life too. So I'm like, why not talk about it? Like, everybody is kind of in the same boat. Like, why are we kidding ourselves?
Yeah, and it's kind of that vulnerability that actually makes you seem even stronger, because you're like, look, it's not any different than anybody else, but here's my things, and I'm sharing them with you. You know, one of the videos you just posted, I think it was it yesterday or the day before. I'm so glad I caught it. I'm so glad I met you at this time, because it was such a great video. I'm hoping you'll talk about it. Somebody commented on how you should look for your videos. And
yeah.
I wanted to reach through the computer and throttle that person, because I told you I just started watching your videos to kind of find out more about you. And you did a bunch of them like with a towel around your head and I actually thought that was awesome. It made it feel real. And then here he was criticizing it. How did that, I mean, I watched the video, but to those that haven't seen it, how did that feel when you have someone comment, even privately, that you should look a certain way for a video because you're an entertainer?
Yeah, I was ticked. I was first of all, like I never ever want to strive to be a musician that someone like looks up to and thinks is unattainable. I just think that's ridiculous. And so I like to be as normal as I can when I present myself online with my music, because I mean that's just who I am. So I did a couple videos, like you said, I just got out of the shower and had my towel around my head, and I had a couple minutes and wanted to make a video. Or I was late at night, had my hair all a mess, and I had a hoodie on and trying to cover my mess of hair, and I did a video, a live video on Facebook, and then I did one where I was well dressed and had my hair nice and was wearing a little makeup and everything, and did that for a video. And a guy reached out to me, private messaged me on Facebook, and said that I should, from now on, stick with the nice hair, the nice shirt, the makeup, and present myself always as well dressed. And he used the term attractive, which just boiled my blood, because that's so. I mean, whose definition of attractive am I going for, really?
Yes.
But anyway, so,
and no one ever does that. This is the truth. No, that guy has never reached out to a guy and said the same thing.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I mean, it was so bizarre to me. I wasn't even like, I was a little ticked off, but I wasn't like, it didn't like make me feel absolutely horrible, because it was just so incredibly like outrageous that I'm like, okay, I need to address this, but I'm not going to let it get me down. So I did. I put together, and I told him this too. I didn't want to be passive-aggressive. I didn't want to be passive-aggressive to him, so I'm like, this is what I think about your statement, and I think this is something that a lot of people can resonate with, so I'm going to make a video about it. I hope you don't feel that I'm attacking you. I, of course, won't use your name. And so I made a video talking about that situation and how I don't ever want to use my body or my physical image to dilute my artwork. And I want my music to be what people love, and I want my real personality to be what people love and can relate to. And that is a goal that is attainable every day for me, instead of constantly trying to be better and more attractive and skinnier and blah, blah, blah. And he didn't like it because he unfriended me and unfollowed my band page, which I am okay with.
We're talking with NAOMI here on Artist Direct FM 100.5. I honestly feel like we could like talk for a whole hour, but I do want to talk about your music, because I loved, where was it? Did you say it was snarky pop? Is that what?
Yeah, so that's what I made my own little genre there.
I liked it because it actually called it out pretty well. Do you feel like that snark is something that comes natural to you?
Oh boy, yeah. It's just kind of normal to me, but I've come to find out that it's snarky in other people's opinion. I kind of feel like I could get in trouble at any moment.
Yeah, did it get, so that's the question, like growing up in Elkader and maybe even pre-music, did your snark get you in trouble?
Oh, at home constantly. I was a little hellion. I was also, in public, in like my elders and teachers and stuff, most of my teachers, I was very respectful. But if people would take advantage of me or try to push me around, let's just say it's been a long time trying to harness all of that snark and point it in a good direction.
Well, and we should talk about, I have to tell you that it was a couple years ago, honestly, that a gentleman that lives in Decorah had sent me, and over the years he sent me a couple videos of you and another gentleman playing music, and he just said, hey, you should have them on Artist Direct. And it never, I was busy and I never reached out and never really checked into it. And so I know you've been around. Where do you perform most of the time? Because obviously with this sort of synth snark pop, it makes it a little more difficult to do live shows, I would imagine, because you have a lot of instrumentation that's layered in there.
Yeah, the new album that that song that you just played is on is called "Good Riddance to Bad Rubbish," and that has only been out since October.
Got it.
And so, previously to that, I was in a few bands for a lot of years, playing around Cedar Rapids a lot, bars and kind of like all ages venues. We also did I also played a lot of acoustic gigs, just like my husband, Casey, and I would do. And I would have my band members play on some of them too, just to kind of keep in the market and keep relevant. I would play at like restaurants or coffee shops and stuff like that. But with this stuff, it's kind of a market that you can't just go out and play wherever. You have to. We have a system where I will pump some backing tracks of my synth lines that I can't play live because I'm also playing guitar.
Right.
So it's a little larger setup, which unfortunately means we won't be playing shows constantly, like 3 times a weekend, which is fine because I don't want to saturate the market, and that's a whole other story too. But we get to pick and choose the places we play a little more, and make sure it's a good fit for everybody, and make sure that people in that area will like it. You kind of got to hone in on the whole aspect of it a little more.
That's cool. Again, we're talking with NAOMI here on Artist Direct FM 100.5, thanks to our sponsor, Singing Hammers Construction. So, NAOMI, I've got another song to play. I know we got to get going. We got so many things we could talk about. By the way, I really enjoyed your root beer tasting video on YouTube. Thank you for that. As I'm sitting here drinking Diet Coke, it made me laugh pretty hard. I want to know where all of the locations are that we can appropriately, view your videos, your music. What is the best place to keep up with you?
I'm most active on Facebook. You can find me by searching facebook.com/life as Naomi, LIFE as Naomi, NAOMI. And that is the same case on YouTube. Twitter and Instagram is Life as Naomi Rose. My middle name is added to that. And I have a website that is in the progress of being made. It's naomi.band.
Okay. And your music is online, right? We can get your stuff online and download the new album?
Yes, you can find it. It's easiest to search the album title, which is Good Riddance to Bad Rubbish.
Good Riddance to Bad Rubbish. It's a good title.
Yeah, that's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, everywhere.
Okay. This is cool. Well, I hope that you listeners will give that a chance. Check out NAOMI. You can find on our Facebook page, prior to the post this morning about all the people that are in line for the Assassin beer that have come from all over the country to get that beer this morning. Prior to those posts this morning, you'll find a link to NAOMI's Facebook page. That's probably the easiest way to get started. So let's talk about the last song we're going to play here, Earth Give Way. This is a little different feel than the first song we heard, Hell to Pay. What was the incentive behind writing Earth Give Way?
Yeah, Earth Give Way is kind of the feel and the sound of that one is the style that comes the most naturally to me. It's more acoustically driven, kind of orchestral, and just really raw. It was a time where certain friends were going through really rough times. My sister had just had a baby that was born with a lot of issues, and just my heart was just like hurting so badly, but there was like really nothing I could do about the situation at all, and it was just like a completely powerless situation. And so that's where all the emotions came from for that song, and it's also one of my favorites on the album because of that. It's such a meaningful song to me, but it also my husband Casey and I are usually the ones that do the recording and the producing and playing all the instruments on all the songs. But I do have two very talented band members, Aaron Rowland and Mike DePew, that are featured on this song too. So it makes it a little more special to me because they're involved with it.
I love it. Well, the song is Earth Give Way. The artist is Naomi. And Naomi, this has been so much fun to talk with you today. I hope we get to do it again sometime this year.
I agree. This is great. Thanks so much for having me.
You bet. Thanks for being on. And good luck at the dentist.
Thanks. I'll hope for the best.
Yeah, I'll be thinking about you while I don't go to the dentist. It's Naomi with Earth Give Way here on Artist Direct, FM 100.5.
Suns rises, sun sets, new day, new life is brewing, fresh pain and regrets, filled up with grace. The ground is quaking, no time for guts and glory. My soul is aching, no sign of peace, as the whole world shakes beneath the sounds of angry voices raised. We're coming together, we're coming after wounded saints, mothers and daughters, fathers and brothers. My heart breaks for what's coming and what's breaking you. Feel the weight of my heart. Earth, give way to my heart. Feel the weight of my heart. Earth, give way to my heart. Our hearts are beating out of syncopated rhythm. We're always pushing
Thanks for listening to Artist Direct on FM 100.5, your inside scoop on the music scene. Tune in again next Friday for another Artist Direct, brought to you by Singing Hammers Construction.